Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, hello. Regis Kilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and this is the Advice Arena. Welcome back to part 2 of my Nether Warlock run. Pretty late game oriented Warlock with a lot of 5 drops, although a few of them play a bit more like 7 drops. Still a challenging deck that had a tough loss in part 1 that I think is capable of winning at least a few more games. As long as we don't get ran over by a few aggro opponents in a row, I think we'll be fine to win a few more games. Anything that goes at all towards the mid to late game will start to pull ahead, and as long as other classes don't have a ton of burst damage, I think we should be able to win quite a few games with this deck. It all just comes down to matchups and just luck. RNG, right, has a big impact, so we'll see what the deck is capable of. But I like playing slower late game style arena decks like this. I think I do better with them as well, so curious how it goes. I mean, I will admit that late game decks like this aren't perfect for Warlock as a class, because having low cost cards is fine for Warlock because you can always draw 2 at a turn in the late game. You know, you can draw the first one and then tap into the second. So getting something like a 3-drop and a 4-drop, normally getting a 3-drop would suck on turn 10, but as a Warlock, if you get a 3 and a 4, you're not in a bad spot, right? So as far as this mulligan's concerned, way too slow. We didn't even want this card, but it was the only choice. Also too slow because we want this later when we have Faceless Behemoth. Like, this is a cool 2-turn combo, but not on turn 1. So this is fine. We can work with the Wrathguard. It's actually pretty good against Priest in particular if they don't have a good minion out. So we'll see. If he coins a minion, we probably won't play this. If he, I mean, it's kind of risky anyway, right? If he plays a 3-2, but we'll go ahead and get it out just to pressure. I think I like it better than the Tidehunter here. It's better against 2 3s in particular. I don't have a 3-drop, so we'll play this unless something falls in our lap here. So no answer. That's really good news. It's going to be a ton of damage, and something fell in our lap. So that's a pretty fantastic start. Tap into Tidehunter is probably okay, even if we don't get the 4-drop, and we have very few 4-drops, so we're not super likely to draw one. I don't know if he has a play yet. He may just have the hero power, which is going to be rough. That's actually not too bad, is it? The question is, do we trade this way or this way? And I think it's pretty easy. We trade these in. 4 attack is awfully good against priests, and he still has the coin, so he could coin Holy Nova. I'm actually just going to life tap instead of playing the Tidehunter, specifically to give this extra health, and because I think we'll have a fine answer next turn anyway. In fact, that could also be good depending on what he does and how the math lines up. But we have a lot of pressure. He has a lot of cards, though. We can catch up with cards, though. Pressure is good. I'll take pressure over cards right now. Okay, that's something we don't want to deal with for sure. Silence. Okay, okay. Yeah, I kind of just want to deal with that later, right? And push some pressure here. Psychotron is not ideal against it, but there's also no good Bomb Lobber because it comes out as a 5-5, right? It's not like a Nerubian Egg. So we'll just play this guy and worry about that later and go face. So he's going to get a free Divine Shield, but it's still better than the Bomb Lobber, so it sucks to give him the Divine Shield, but that's okay. We can freeze it if we want next turn. We could try to kill it next turn if it lines up nicely. Probably end up freezing it, but it depends on what else he does here. We're just going to have a lot of damage, too, so that never hurts. That's pretty easy to kill. That's also pretty easy to kill. I think we'll just deal with this board and freeze that, and I'm actually not even going to deal with this. I'm going to force him to make a decision before he draws a card. In other words, you know, if he wants to draw, he may need to attack, and then it might change his decision or alter his perception in some way by forcing to do this before the card is drawn. If I draw the card for him, then the decision is already made, and I don't see it making a difference. I mean, obviously he can get to these if he can kill this, but... Arcanine Soul Priest is pretty good. Is he going to pick this off, though, or pick this off? I think you pick this off, right? This Bomb Lobber is just not good without... Oh, my God! Wow. So that's a turn. Sending this out doesn't feel very good. Bomb Lobber could be good. I don't even know which I'd prefer it hit. They both do 5 damage, theoretically. So, I don't really know if I want this to die. He's so low. I could also play, like, the skinny guy's route. I guess we'll just Bomb Lobber and Tide Hunter. I think that's probably the better outcome, but maybe not, because now he can actually kill 2 things instead of just 1 thing. I think I would have preferred this one. We have 2 good cards. I don't think playing one last turn made much sense, but next turn it might. Twisting Nether's not even bad. Oh, intriguing. I don't know that that's better than the Hero Power. Oh, coin Hero Power. Well, that works out then. He's not going to trade. I wonder if that will work out for him. I don't think so. So yeah, we'll definitely just deal with this. It's too much damage, and we'll go ahead and give this guy 9 health. He has 6 damage. Shadow or Death obviously kills it very efficiently, which would be unfortunate. But if he does do that and plays the board, we can Twisting Nether to get it back. So even a Shadow or Death into a big minion probably doesn't hurt us that badly. Felon's Chosen. So that's going to be alive. Jeez Louise. Oh my god. That's about the best answer imaginable. My god. If I'd known I was going to get this, I would have played this last turn. I thought the 9 health would keep that alive through anything but Shadow or Death, and it didn't. So now the question is, do I have to play this, or can I just Twisting Nether? Or maybe I just Clockwork Knight. This goes up to 5 health from his heal. He attacks this way. I can't kill this right now. I guess I'm going to Life Tap first. It takes out the Twisting Nether, but... I don't know. I think I play this and just hope it trades well. It goes to 9 again. He can obviously kill it, but I'm doing some damage. It's not great, but I don't know what else to do. Saving the Twisting Nether is kind of a last-ditch, last resort. He's going to get good cards out of that. We have a lot of good cards. It kind of sucks, in fact, how many good cards we have. I don't know if he gets anything that helps him with this, though. Well, that's pretty good. We can trade it, I guess. It's not that good. So yeah, we'll trade and probably play these 2 guys. Shadow Word Pain is very good against this. But the Clockwork Knight still contests that, so I'm not super worried about it. This is going to be a point of contention for him, right? If he has the pain, it's great, obviously. If not, he may have trouble. If he has Crazed Alchemist, I will be pretty salty. It's probably top deck Crazed Alchemist. The way he's had a lot of answers for my cards, so... Excavated Evil, maybe? Not sure. I mean, it makes sense to do damage to this even if you can't kill it, just so that when I attack back... it's not bad. That's a pretty intriguing combo. This is going to go to 6th health. I'm obviously going to attack... well, I guess it's not obvious, but I'm probably going to attack this way. This will be at 1 health if I don't. So I can clear his board, and I guess I will. I'd rather... Well, it doesn't matter. Everything's gonna die anyway, right? So it's kind of irrelevant. It's a little weird to me that he played all that stuff, but I don't know. I'm actually gonna life tap. It's a priest, right? So this is an 8 mana play, worst case scenario, but I don't really want to use that. So I actually probably should have life tapped first, but it's okay. I don't think I can take the zombie chow. It's gonna heal him. I'll take the elven archer here. And I'm gonna save it. A ping could be very relevant, and it's not right now. So that's not bad. It hurts him too, though. So we have lethal right now. We don't have lethal with a heal. At least not yet. Actually, we might have lethal. Let me math. Right, we gotta count how much this can be buffed. So we need 9. We have 5 right now. This actually does 2 damage, which takes us to 7, and this takes us to 8, and this takes us to 9. I think we have exact lethal with these minions played, right? So that's 6. This will give it 7, and this to face will actually give us 9. And that's game. Barely, but we did it. Just chipped him down. It's not a bad play, even a 4/4 taunt for 4 is reasonable. Okay, so up to 2 and 1. It's a tough game. Our spectator left, right in the middle. They'll never know that we won. Giving away all these battle tags. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mage is scary, but not that scary. We're not that Flame Strike prone. Or susceptible, I guess, the word I'm looking for. Not that prone to Flame Strike clears. We'll send everything back but our 2-drop. That's all a little slow. Looking for the good stuff. That's good, that's good. This is bad. This is pretty bad. But we can coin a 2 into a 2, which I like. We can also... I think we'll coin this out first. Because it might make life tapping a sensible thing to do. Might not anyway. It just depends on how he responds, right? If he fire frost bolts, God, get the words right. I'll play the Wrath Guard. If not, I might life tap if he just pings or something. Yeah, life tap makes sense now because it denies the second ping. We like cards anyway, and we can actually heal this on 3 as well. So gives us something to heal. Although I might still heal my face. It just depends. That's intriguing. What did we get here? Mind games. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I think I like this better. It might allow me to trade up. Can Soulfire that. It's pretty good, honestly. I mean, there's a chance I lose something really good because I have a lot of great cards. But the thing is, I have a lot of great cards, so even if I do lose something good, it's like, yeah, I had great cards anyway. Yeah, I lost one of the bad ones, so okay. That's totally fine. Do that anytime. Mind games probably works out in my favor most of the time, but I'm scared. I think this is a card for when I'm behind, maybe. So I can life tap and give this enough health to survive and play the Wrath Guard. This thing's gotten some value. It's hit for 6, I think, and killed a minion. Or at least had a part in killing a minion. And it ate a ping. It's really had some 2 pings. So he spent 4 mana. We've gotten ridiculous value. This is a good trade too. God, we're in a good spot. Do I Darkscale Healer or do I Validated Doomsayer? I think I Validated Doomsayer. It's so good on empty boards. Because he doesn't have anything to trade. Like, he could Fireball ping it. But that would be the same if it was a 7/7, right? It would be no difference. Or Flame Lance, that's fine too. That was a 7/7 as far as I'm concerned, right? He treated that like a 7/7. I can't Dread Infernal, unfortunately, so I think I'll Darkscale Healer here just to get this out of ping range. And I wanted to do like one of my good 5-drops, but This would have killed my guy, so the on curve, and this didn't have any value, right? But this is a good play next up, and after that, we should just be rolling. There's so much stuff. This might actually be good if we stay this far ahead on board. Probably not, though, because there's so many like 5, 7, 8 mana plays. These are 5s, 7 with the hero power, 8 with the hero power, so on and so forth. That guy's scary, but we have 14 damage to face right now, and we can just freeze it out. This is a little weak to Flame Strike, I guess. But not even, because this lives, right? And I can just Twisting Nether if I lose the board. I'm going to life tap first, just in case, but... Oh, God. That's actually a pretty cool play, too. I'm just going face, right? There's no pirates. That's not going to happen. I'm just going to put him on a 1-turn clock. Yeah, Flame Strike ping doesn't even get him out of this, because this lives and this... This will die to the ping, but this lives and I just kill him, so... I don't know what card. If he had Twisting Nether, he'd be in a good spot. But that's what I told you about this card. It's just so slow. Cone of Cold might save him if he has another one, but it's unlikely. Yeah. Did not seem likely. Sometimes you just got to apply pressure. Look at our hand. We didn't even use that many cards. God. Alright, so let's keep going. 3 wins is good. It's at least a neutral deck. It's at least a 50% win rate. I think we'll win more, though. I actually think we might even be better off the later we get into our wins. Because, you know, at the 8-9 win range, a lot of people have, like, late-game decks with board clears. And, like, Flame Strikes and all that stuff. And we're not susceptible to that as much. Because we can just reload with another big guy. And we can life tap to keep our hand full. So, I think we have a chance to do well. If we get past, like, the 6-7 win hump. Which will be hard. Admittedly, but beyond that, we'll keep our early guys. We don't have enough to send them back. This is intriguing because he can't ping everything, right? And we're going to have a lot of ping targets, and we might kind of force him into pinging. Like, he might want to coin ping this, but I don't know if it's good because he'd have to ping again. Then he's just pinging always. He has a lot of cards then, but not a lot of mana and not a lot of board. So yeah, I think we'll just follow this game plan. He's going to want to ping again. We'll have a 1-1 up and then a board, basically, of 3 minions. We don't have a 4-drop right now, so that's a little unfortunate. If this had charge, this would be an insane card. Like, it's not a bad card right now, but it would be insane if this had charge, I think. Just give it, like, so many additional instances where it could be very valuable. I'm gonna attack this just to get heal value, honestly. I don't really care that he has a ton of cards. I think we can keep up on that front. I know our board's not much, but I don't know. I think we'll be okay. If we stay up on the board, this card gets crazy. This is pretty good against freeze effects. If he wastes mana pinging it again, like, we're still just applying a ton of pressure. And if he pings the shield, he can't kill it, so we could dark scale it up, maybe. Plus, he only gets to play 3 mana. This is not as good because he can attack it for free and freeze it, so it's a 7/4 that's frozen. And this still gets to impact the board in future turns. So, yeah, we ate his mana again. And he hits that again. Spellslinger, that's not bad. Ooh, I like that. That makes me want to push the board even more. So I think I have to leave that alive. The question is do I want to kill this one? I kind of want to play Darkscale Healer, but this could give me some really interesting options. Like Abusive Sergeant could trade up. I just like the idea of healing this too much, I think, though, because it's going to get pinged. In which case, I think I could trade this way because you can't ping both. But this heals what to 3, and this still kills it, doesn't it? It's not really that good. Could actually just fireball that. I'm gonna go this route. I'm just gonna go this route. He's not on Flame Strike yet. Oh, Mortal Coil. That's not good for us, is it? Soulfire good for us? Sort of. Yeah. Let's Soulfire. We might lose the fireball, but by God, yeah, that was called that. So he can ping again, but he's got 10 cards in hand. Blizzard's not bad, I guess, but it summons us a dude at least. He's pinging again. Another Water Ellie. Okay, this is still not good against Water Ellie. I'm going to life tap and just play the biggest guy I've got here. And apply pressure. We lost the fireball, so we're not going to be able to burn him down probably, but we're still applying a ton of pressure. Flame Strike's good. He can trade this way. Flame Strike. It's at 2. He's a lot of cards, so you never know what's coming, right? We're kind of playing this like a zoo, but we actually have a ton of late game. We just haven't drawn into it yet. It's not a Flame Strike. That's good. Frostbolt for 4. That's intriguing. I have heals, but not actually right now, so cannot heal that right now. Let's see. I can kill that. That makes this 6. Yeah, I think I'll just play this in life tap and go ahead and kill this maybe. Or what? How much damage? I can do 5. It takes him to 7. He doesn't have a Flame Strike right now. If he pings, he's going to have 6 mana. He could Blizzard. I can decide that in a second. I just want to see what card I draw. Frost Ellie. I think I want to make it hard for him to kill this or freeze it, so I think I'm going to go ahead and kill this, and it'll summon me a dude. This will get frozen, of course, but that's 2 ping targets, right? Or actually 4 ping targets. So yeah, Blizzard's obviously good. Flame Strike's still good. Fireball's good on this. Mulch. That's not bad. It's pretty high tempo. He needs the board back, so yeah, I'll take it. It's free. We do need cards. Is he going to attack here or just go face? He's going to kill a 1/1 off. I like it. That's actually the right play, I think. Bomb Lobber could be huge if it hits, but I don't think I want to risk it just yet. I think I'm going to Frost Ellie Flame Juggler. I'm going to see if the Flame Juggler hits the Divine Shield or not. I don't think my play changes either way, but it's curious. It gives me more information. No, it didn't change my play much. So we'll just freeze this guy and go face. He constantly has to address my board. I want to see my Twisting Nether soon because I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose the board and I'm going to need a reset. Something like Twisting Nether into Wrathguard could be a nutty play. He's actually drawn more cards than us. Played a lot more, or played a lot less for sure. All those pings. I mean, he got some value pings, right? But that's how we've gotten 20 damage thus far. So he's going to ping this too. And trade this way probably. But he hasn't spent much mana. He needs a 4-drop badly. Just like really badly. Or, you know, just a horde of 2-drops. That's fine too. Okay, I gotta think about this a little bit, right? I think I'm for sure gonna Bomb Lobber. And I might just Doomsayer, but I want to see, right? So we'll probably kill the Azure Drake with my little guys, and we'll kill the 2/2 with my 2/3. And then the Bomb Lobber, I actually hope it hits the Fallen Hero. Because it's more scary than this, I think. Although, this is kind of scary. He has so much mana that I'm not super worried about it, to tell you the truth. So over here would be better. Either's okay. That's the better outcome. The question is, do I Hungry Dragon? I don't think so. I could actually Bone Guard Lieutenant into tap. Maybe that's better than the Doomsayer. This just gives me more pressure and more cards both. So we should have tapped first and played this first, of course, before we played everything else. But sometimes you just need to see the board as it sits before you make those decisions. I don't think it's like a fatal flaw like so many people say. And this probably wouldn't have made a difference. That's actually pretty good. I'm going to have trouble killing that, maybe. He can ping too if he wants. What's that going to be? He's got a lot of ping value. Ooh, North Sea Kraken is clutch. Oh gosh, I could put him to 3. I don't think I will though. I think this thing's too scary and I'm going to force him to have removal. We win the late game, right? Like, there's no way he has a better late game than us. We can draw cards, we can play cards. This could give me a Soulfire. Right now he's 1 off anyway, so he's got to find a way to kill this. That's actually pretty good at this point in the game. Jeez, you don't normally get that big of a buff on turn like 11 or whatever we are. Oh, that's not a taunt. We might just win right here. That's scary though. So this has a lot of ways to give me lethal. This also theoretically does, right? We didn't get it. Ugh. It's risky now. There are some risks now. None of these are good, right? I don't... Taking this just in case it puts this to 8. How much damage does he have? 7, 12, 14, 15. Actually, this is not. This is better. So it's 8, 13, 22 damage right now. Assuming this doesn't kill him. I'm clearly taking a gamble here, boys. I'm not going to life tap, just in case there's some sort of shenanigans. And I'm going to play this, even though it will die, obviously, for free. It might take this to 8 and somehow matter. Took the taunt to 5. That probably doesn't matter. Could change his trading a little bit. The real difference is this does 2 damage. It will hopefully kill him. That's really all that matters. This is kind of a passive turn, second turn lethal, right? If he has a heal or something, he could get out of this, obviously. This might have given him some sort of apothecary non-lethal to... Oh, so he's just killing himself. Cool. Good for me. Normally you don't want to play that into a Worgen that will now enrage, but it worked out pretty nicely for us there. So, pretty funny lethal. You don't see that every day, but the gamble definitely paid off. A silence or... a heal could have put us in a bad spot, but it worked out. So that'll do it for part 2 of my Nether Warlock run. I don't guess we've actually seen the Twisting Nether in action yet, but it's there. It's going to come. I know it's going to matter. And we're off to a great start. So until next time with part 3 of this run, thanks so much for watching, and game on.